Flood insurance is a useful category to study because the buyer journey is high intent, commercially valuable, and increasingly shaped by AI-generated recommendations. In the June 2026 public benchmark, AI systems are concentrating attention around a small set of carriers. Chubb is the clear leader, Allstate is the visible challenger, and FEMA NFIP shows the clearest warning sign in the category. Institutional recognition can still fail to become recommendation power. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The important shift is that AI discovery does not behave like a traditional search results page. A buyer asking for flood insurance options is not scanning 10 blue links. They are often receiving a compressed answer, a few names, a short explanation, and sometimes a ranked shortlist. That changes the commercial question for carriers. Visibility still matters, but visibility without shortlist placement has limited value. The stronger signal is whether the AI system recommends the carrier when a buyer is asking for help deciding. That is where this benchmark becomes commercially important. Across 1,108 observations on 6 AI platforms, Chubb appears in 63.1% of responses and earns valid recommendation coverage in 46.1% of them. That is nearly 2.4 times the next competitor. Chubb also has the highest net sentiment score in the category at 0.75 and the largest modeled monthly AI authority value at $3.09 million. The strategic reading is straightforward. AI systems are not only retrieving Chubb, they are repeatedly placing it into recommendation moments. That matters because flood insurance buyers move through discovery, comparison, and pricing research. Chubb leads across all 3 public clusters. When one carrier appears consistently across the full buyer journey, it compounds advantage. It becomes familiar early, credible during comparison, and available again when the buyer starts asking about cost. Allstate shows the other side of the market. It has strong raw presence, appearing in 46.4% of responses, but it earns valid recommendation coverage in only 19.2% of observations. The benchmark also shows a high neutral visibility rate, which means AI systems often list the brand without strongly endorsing it. That gap is critical for any executive looking at AI visibility dashboards. A brand can appear often and still lose decision stage influence. It can show up in the answer while another carrier receives the stronger recommendation position. Allstate is strongest on Google AI overviews where it performs well, but weaker on ChatGPT where recommendation coverage drops and average rank falls. That platform variance suggests the public evidence layer is uneven. Some AI systems have enough support to recommend the brand confidently. Others retrieve it, then move past it. The clearest example in the benchmark is FEMA NFIP. The federal program appears in 87 responses. It receives exactly 1 valid recommendation across all 1,108 observations. Its net sentiment score is essentially neutral. That is a major signal for the flood insurance category. AI systems use FEMA NFIP as an informational source. They use it to explain program rules, eligibility, and the structure of the market. But when the buyer asks for carrier options, the recommendation energy moves elsewhere. This is why citation architecture matters. AI systems need more than recognition. They need public evidence that supports comparison, preference, and buyer guidance. If the public evidence around an entity is mostly factual or regulatory, the AI may treat that entity as context. Context can help explain the market while another company captures the commercial recommendation. Neptune Flood is the challenger pattern worth watching. Its overall recommendation coverage is only 3.8%, so it is not yet broadly retrieved across the benchmark. But when it is recommended, its average rank is 1.34, the best in the category. That means the issue is less about persuasiveness when surfaced and more about retrieval breadth across platforms. For middle tier and specialty carriers, that distinction matters. If the brand wins when it appears, the growth path is expanding the public evidence footprint. If the brand appears frequently but lacks recommendation strength, the issue is comparative support and shortlist credibility. This is exactly where simple AI visibility reporting can miss the real commercial story. The goal is recommendation control and high-intent prompts, especially comparison and pricing prompts where buyers are closest to action. The leadership takeaway from this flood insurance benchmark is clear. AI systems are compressing a complex category into narrow shortlists. The winners are the carriers with strong public evidence layers, positive comparative framing, and consistent retrieval across platforms. For CMOs and growth leaders, the priority is to measure more than mentions. track recommendation coverage, recommendation position, top 3 presence, platform variance, and the source layers that AI systems are using to justify their answers. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.